Introducing the 2017-2018 First Tech Challenge. First Relic Recovery. A team consists of 2 driver operators, a coach, and a robot. The robot must be built from materials specified in the game manual and fit within an 18-inch sizing cube. But after the match starts, it can expand. Each match is played with 4 randomly selected teams, 2 per alliance. Your alliance partner for one match may be Introducing the 2017-2018 First Tech Challenge. First Relic Recovery. A team consists of 2 driver operators, a coach, and a robot. The robot must be built from materials specified in the game manual and fit within an 18-inch Introducing the 2017-2018 First Tech Challenge. First Relic Recovery. A team consists of 2 driver operators, a coach, and a robot. The robot must be built from materials specified in the game manual and fit within an 18-inch sizing cube. But after the match starts, it can expand. Each match is played with 4 randomly selected teams, 2 per alliance. Your alliance partner for one match may be your opponent in another. The game is played on a 12-foot square playing field with a foam tile floor and 1-foot-high walls. 2 red and 2 blue balancing stones are mounted on the field floor. 4 relics are positioned in the field corners. 4 jewel sets are positioned on the field walls. 4 crypto boxes are also located on the walls. In front of each
Check. Back.
Okay. Is there a way to turn the radio down? No, they have to do it. Okay. Nate, turn the radio down. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a list of vehicles that we need to have you move. And what we're going to do, if you're parked, if this is one of your vehicles, we have the license plate written down at the registration desk. And all we're going to ask parents to do is just back their vehicle up to the curb that backs up to our volleyball gym. So it's literally like a 10, 15-foot difference, but it'll create a row so that we're not parked 3 deep. So here are the vehicle types. A Dodge Durango that is black, a GMC Terrain that is white, a Chrysler, a Toyota Camry that is tan, a Kia Forte, a Jeep Sport that is tan, a Mini Cooper, a Chrysler Town & Country that is red, a Honda Civic, a Kia Sportage, a sedan Cadillac that is white, a Mazda 3, Buick Lorraine, a Ford Escape, Chevy Silverado that is gray, a white Subaru Outback, a black Dodge minivan, a silver Chevy Traverse, and a blue Suburban Legacy. If any of those vehicles match your vehicle, please check with the registration table for your license plate so that you could move them. Thank you.
Testing.
All right, parents, we are making great progress on our vehicle issue. We only have 6 vehicles left to move. If this is your vehicle description, please head to the registration table and get your license plate number. It is a Subaru Outback that is white, a Chevy Traverse that is silver, a Subaru Legacy that is blue, a Mini Cooper, a Honda Civic, and a white Cadillac sedan. If that is your vehicle, please go to the registration table. We're just going to have you back up to the curb. Thank you so much. Also, if you happen to be a coach or can relay a message to your coach, it is not too late to order box lunches for your students. So if your team is interested in ordering box lunches, please head to the concession stand and they will give you a form to fill out. Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention. Yep, me again on those vehicles. Woo! We have some new ones. Okay, so now someone's parking sideways in front of other people. So, still looking for that Subaru Outback that is white, that Mini Cooper, the Honda Civic, and that Cadillac sedan. Now, if you have a dark gray Cadillac SRX and a red Olds Alero, we need you to go move your vehicle, please. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, in about 4 minutes, we'll be starting the drivers meeting. That's going to be taking place right in here. Remember, it is just your drivers. Teams, you can find a seat in the bleachers or up above, but drivers meeting will take place in about 4 minutes. All right, before we get this drivers meeting started, we still have a few teams that have not gone through field inspection. So after our drivers meeting, we're going to have to get you guys through field inspection. American Jackets, you guys still need to go through field inspection. And team 7035, Gear. The Gear Cats, 7035. Nine, 4, 5, 8. So if those are your teams, make sure you guys get that through field inspection.
Is this working? Okay. Can you all hear me? Awesome. My name is Sean. I'll be your FTA for this event. Pleasure meeting you all here. Are you excited? I can't hear you. Are you excited? Yeah! There we go. That's more like it. Now, my job here, if you're not familiar with, is to make sure that you guys can connect and play your match as you can, so at your best. Everyone needs to be competing at their best. If you have any issues with your phones, connection, field issues, be sure to come to me as soon as you can, and we'll do our best to get you up and running and make sure that you play as competitively as possible. So I have a few things to cover, and then I'll hand it off to the head ref. One thing is, as soon as this meeting is over, safety glasses need to be worn at all times whenever you're out here. Same thing as the pits, okay? I see a lot of you have them on. Make sure you keep them on whenever you come through that door and start queuing. The queuing floor will be elaborated a little bit more as you guys actually get out here and get into the groove of things. High level bit is, this is field 2, this is field 1, so all the odd matches are over here, even matches over here. From an audience's perspective, left is 1, right is 2. There'll be signs and everything indicating that, but you're going to come through those doors. If you're on this field, you're going to sit down at those tables. If you're on the other field, you're going to go behind the curtain, all the way down, and then back out the other side. So the transition between autonomous and teleop, unlike previous years, is now fully automated, so there's not going to be a period where we can actually stop and help diagnose any problems. That said, if you see anything wrong with your robot, like it should have moved during autonomous and it didn't, try and get our attention so that I can start taking a look at it as soon as we can, and make sure that you can play as much as you can during that match. Watch the timer. So on both of these monitors over here for your respective field, it's going to show what time you have left in the match. Let me start one. Cool. And we'll get that taped down. But on field 1, we have a timer counting down. We'll go through the game sounds as well as a unmute. Cool. So you're going to get a warning as soon as it gets down to 2 minutes and 10 seconds, or 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Or maybe it just buzzes. There we go. This is when you would pick up all your controllers. Pretty rapid. Start teleop. And then you start driving for the next 2 minutes. And the bell. Perfect. Any questions about that before we move on? There'll be time for questions at the end as well. Perfect. Check your batteries throughout the day. There are charging ports on the tables for your phones. Make sure you have them plugged in, and make sure you have GPS and location services off, because that'll kill your battery faster than you expect. And there's no Wi-Fi allowed at the venue at all. So no traffic over any kind of networks, no hotspots, nothing. Got it? No Bluetooth printers. Try and keep it at a minimum. That's for your guys' sake, making sure that you can connect and play. I'll hand it off to our head ref, and then we'll circle back for questions from me later.
All right, good morning. Let me see a show of hands here. How many are playing their second qualifier this morning? Okay, so that means the rest of you are playing your first qualifier? How many are playing first qualifier? Okay, all right, okay. So for you who have already played one, you already know all the rules and everything, right? So this is kind of like review for you. For the people playing the first qualifier, I want to go over some rules and some of the things about the organization of the game. First of all, like Sean mentioned, safety glasses. Once you come onto the field area, got to be wearing safety glasses. If you don't have safety glasses on, we're going to send you off, okay? Driver's badges, coach's badges. You got to have your badges on when you come out to the field. So my referees are going to be watching for the coach's badges, and if the coach picks up the controller, tries to move the robot, guess what that is? Penalty, exactly, right. So coaches can't move the robot, only the drivers. Sean talked about communication devices. Don't be texting, don't be Snapchatting or anything out here, because we just got to assume that you're using that as a strategy to get an unfair advantage over somebody else. So that's not allowed. Again, official timers on the field. You know that we can preload how many glyphs onto the robot before we start? 1, exactly. What's the starting configuration size? 18-inch cube, right? So if you have a robot that folds open, and because of the way your robot works, that it has to be powered up for it to be in the 18-inch configuration, power it up over here on the queuing table. If you come out here into the field with the arm extended outside of 18 inches, guess what? That's a minor penalty. So you got to be inside that 18 inches as soon as you come onto this field, okay? So power up at the queuing table if that's what you need to do to make sure it's illegal. Okay, we're going to randomize the field after your robots are set up. So no touching the controllers after the robots are set up, after we randomize the field. We're going to move the jewels. We're going to put up the pictures for you. And at that point, when the field's ready, we're going to give you the countdown to start. You're going to press your start button on the driver's station, and we're going to go play your autonomous. Okay, we know that we can't cross into the opposing alliance's area during autonomous, right? So if you're blue, you can't go into red. If you're red, you can't go into blue. That's a major penalty. All right, you cannot push the stop button during autonomous unless we're going to have a safety issue. If you push the stop button because oh shoot, we're going to go into the other side, that's a penalty, right? So the only reason why we push the stop button during autonomous before the 30-second timer is over is because there's a safety issue with your robot. So don't push the button unless that happens. Talk about the 8-second timer. It seems like to me it's like closer to a 5-second timer. It's pretty quick. So we're going to hear the end autonomous, and then real quick it's going to be initialize and go for driver control. Okay. Once the match is over, you're going to press the stop button on your driver station. You're going to set it down, and we're going to score the field. And then when we give you the okay, you can go ahead and pick up your robots and take them back to the pits. So questions, if we have questions, I have a question box here in front of the table. And I'll be moving between fields, between matches. So I'll be guaranteed to see you if you're in the question box. So one thing about the question box, I'll only take questions from students, from you guys here. If you bring up a coach or a parent, I'm sorry, but I can't talk to the coach or the parent. So make sure you remind your coaches and parents if they come up here to ask me a question that I can't talk to them, all right? Just you guys. And I can't review videos or pictures or anything like that either. So if we have a question about scoring, we have the score sheets a bit back here. If you have a question about rules, I have the rules in my hand. But I can't review anything other than that. Okay, so here's the question, or the time for you, if you have questions of me. First question right here. Go ahead. You have to enter from a specific side of the field. So traffic flow, we're going to be coming from this side over here. And as far as coming into the specific side of the field, you're going to go to your queuing table. And then from the queuing table, there's not really a specific side, but you're just trying to stay out of the way of the other people coming around the other side. Okay? So, sorry, you right here? Can the driver coaches touch the phones? Yes, the coach can touch the phone. The coach cannot touch the controller, right? Good question. In the middle of the game, during teleop, yes, you can stop it. That's no problem. On autonomous, no. But teleop, you can. Okay, there was one here. Can you choose which balancing stone to go on? Yes, it depends on which alliance you're on. If you're red or you're blue, we have the option of setting up, I believe it's blue has the option to set up first. But for your alliance partner, you need to talk with your alliance partner and determine which side you want to be on, this side or that side, okay? So that's something you want to do before the match. Find your alliance partner, figure out your strategy, which stone you're going to be on, and then make sure you're there when you go to set up the field. Yes? Didn't catch that. Yes, do we make sure the balancing stones are in the right spot? Yes, that's one of the jobs of the referees. We will make sure that the balancing stones are lined up. Like this one over here on this side is not lined up correctly. So that one will be fixed before the start of the match, yes. Good question. Any others? Oh, okay. If you're right, it doesn't matter which stone you're on as long as you and your alliance partner figure that out, which side you want to be on. Right. So can you go, if you're blue, can you go to red, or if you're red, can you go to blue? You can after the autonomous period is over. You cannot during autonomous, but after autonomous, then you can cross over. Okay. Any other questions? There's one here. No, not really. Just keep in mind that the other people are going to be out here, trying to get in there too. So, got a question over here. Okay, great question. He asked, can you just do the relic? Have you seen us confusion about this before? When the teleop period starts, you can go grab the relic. You don't have to wait until the end game to grab the relic. You cannot try and score the relic until the end game starts unless you have completed a cipher in the crypto box. Okay? So you can grab the relic at any time, just don't go outside the perimeter until the end game unless you have a completed cipher. The dividing line goes straight up, yes. It's an invisible plane that goes all the way, yes. So it's a good question because if you are in autonomous, for example, and your robot comes over to the safe zone and it has a portion of the robot is over the tape line, but we don't have, for example, a wheel is not over, but a portion of the robot is hanging over, then yes, you are still in the safe zone. So that does count. Good question. When is the end game? You will hear a horn sound, and it'll be signaling the last 30 seconds of the match, and we'll yell it out to you 30 seconds. Okay? How far do you have to be across the plane for it to be a penalty? As soon as you break the plane, any distance, any amount, a millimeter, a half a millimeter, you break the plane is a penalty. So don't break the plane. All right, I can't hear you. If you have something in the air and it crosses the line, again, that plane is a vertical plane. It's invisible. If you have something that is hanging from your robot and breaks that plane, you're still across the plane. So that would be a penalty, yes. If you picked up a glyph and the glyph crosses the line, the glyph would be considered part of the robot. If you are controlling that glyph, it's considered part of the robot. So yes, that would be a penalty. Yes. So inside the glyphs, okay, that's a good question. So if you're in autonomous and your robot goes inside the center where the glyphs are, but does not cross to the other side, that's not a penalty. But as soon as you cross that tape line, it's considered to be a penalty. Yeah. You can cross the plane in teleop between the red and the blue alliances. Yes, you can cross that. Not during autonomous. Time for a couple more. I'm sorry. Yes, we just answered that question. You can cross the line and tally up. Any more? All right, if there are no more questions, I'll turn it back over.
All right, guys, so we have the schedules printing and copying right now. You should have them all in your pits in the middle of opening ceremonies, but right now I'm going to ask that the teams in match 1 and 2 come out and queue your robots up, and we'll get opening ceremony started here in about 5 minutes. Teams in match 1 are 12-3-62, 11-2-44, 14-0-18, 10-5-40. Those on match 2 are 76-68, 70-44, 70-45, sorry, 90-70, and 11-1-93. If you're any of those teams, please go and get your robot and queue up on these tables.
any water. Dry as dirt. There's some down here.
So we're actually going to start match play.
How do I turn it on?
It is on.
Good morning, FTC teams. Welcome to East Jackson FTC Qualifier. My name is Chris Galicki, and I'm the event coordinator. I'm excited to have all of you here today because we're going to have a blast. You've been working hard to design and build your robots. I can't wait to see how they work and how your teamworks come together for relic recovery. As many of you know, FIRST is more than a nonprofit. FIRST is a global movement transforming young lives and inspiring future inventors, innovators, and problem solvers. FIRST engages young people, kindergarten through grade 12, in their 4 renowned STEM and robotics programs. FIRST Lego League Junior, FIRST Lego League, FIRST Robotics Competition, and of course, FIRST Tech Challenge. FIRST Tech began in 2005, and in just 12 years has grown to nearly 5,000 teams. It's getting bigger and better every year, now and in more than 24 countries. This continues the transformative impact of FIRST programs, and for this we say thank you. You are part of this movement. All of you are helping make this program possible for the next generation of innovators in this room. I just got word there was an important school record set today for East Jackson. And all of you helped make that record happen. We have the most robots in an East Jackson school building in the history of the world. This year's challenge has been developed in conjunction with an action-adventure theme. Archaeologists are exploring an unknown ancient civilization, while exploring the scientists discover a map which shows that the prosperous civilization has left behind a wealth of information and ancient artifacts that would give insight into the life and prosperity of the mysterious civilization. However, the artifacts would be easy to get to, and the archaeologists must crack the code to unlock the ancient secrets. Since the voyage could be a dangerous one, the archaeologists must deploy robots to uncover and retrieve the ancient artifacts for them. This year's challenge involves robots scoring glyphs into their crypto boxes and creating cipher patterns to crack the code. I'd like to thank a few sponsors for this year's season. The main sponsor is Qualcomm, Rockwell Collins, and our event sponsor, Consumers Energy. So let's thank for our sponsors. Science, technology, engineering, and math studies have never been so important, and FIRST Tech Challenge is playing a huge role in getting kids involved in these disciplines. Parents and mentors, your presence here to support your children and students is crucial in this process. Thank you. My next comments are for the students here today. For all the students, I want you to do something. I want you to keep the idea of gracious professionalism in the backs of your minds. This means you're going to do your best work, and at the same time, you're going to respect and value the other students and teams here. Today is where the rubber meets the road for all your hard work you've put into designing, building, and programming your robots. Good luck. At this time, I'd like to introduce today's Master of Ceremonies. She was last year's drive coach for our East Jackson Blue Ops FRC Team 4216. I'd like to introduce East Jackson High School senior, Michaela Campbell.
Good morning. Are you guys ready to make some noise? Come on, I know you can do better than that. Make some noise. That's better. This is going to be a great day of competition. I've checked out your robots, and they're looking pretty good, guys. Before we get to the first match, we have a few distinguished guests I'd like to introduce. Please give a warm First Tech Challenge welcome to East Jackson Community School Superintendent, Mr. Steve Dorr.
Thank you so much for coming out today. I want to just take a moment. Someone coached me on this. I've never done this before. They said, short's always good. So I'd like to get right to the point. There's a number of thank yous I would like to extend on behalf of the district. Sponsors, especially Consumers Energy. This event wouldn't be possible without you, so thank you so much. To all the parents, I'll start with you. Parents do a great deal to help support their kids, and this is exciting. It's exciting to see your kids engage with science and technology and go so far as to be inspired. Appreciate the support from the school board at East Jackson here and for all the schools that help support the First Tech and First Robotics competition. And behind me over here in various colored shirts, you'll notice there's a lot of volunteers. There's a lot of volunteers without which this event would not be possible, as well as the first organization that year after year comes up with a brand new set of rules. Okay, so let me address the students in the room real quick. Students that are in 7th and 8th grade, if you can hear me, clap once. Students in 7th and 8th grade, if you can hear me, clap 2 times. Okay, all the people clapping are actually in the class of 2023 and 2024. And I paused to think for a moment from an educational perspective, what will the world be like? And students that were just clapping a second ago, lean in. Lean in, I got to tell you a secret. No, that's good enough. That's good enough right there. Yeah. Us adults don't fully know what the world's going to be like then. And trying to find, oh, wait, are the adults listening right now? Okay. Well, we don't fully know what the world's going to be like, but, and if you get further than that, beyond 2024, it's even scarier. Just think about how fast technology is accelerating the pace of change of the world. But I'll tell you what we can reasonably predict. We're going to need problem solvers in the future. We're going to need people that are expert communicators that can explain and describe and talk to other people on a team. We're going to need visionaries to come up with creative solutions. We're going to need creative thinking to solve our problems in the future. We're going to need people in team settings to do this as well. Now, I'm describing all of these things, and you might realize that over the last few months, when you learned the rules of relic recovery, how many people actually, be honest now, parents and kids, how many actually used the word glyph before a few weeks ago? Did you really, before this challenge started, did everyone ever use the word glyph? Okay, you did, okay. Well, congratulations to you. I would say that all of these things that you've been practicing in building, programming, testing, redesigning, taking apart your robot the week before competition, I bet a lot of you did that, and rebuild it to your mentor's dismay, that all of these skills that you are practicing are preparing you for your future. And for that reason, we are happy to support you in your endeavors, and we wish you the best of luck, because the revitalization of Michigan, and locally in Jackson, and around southern Michigan, it is critical for our revitalization effort that it will start with education and all of these skills that you're practicing today. So congratulations. And in the spirit of gracious professionalism, cooperation, and teamwork, I wish all teams here the best of luck. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Mr. Dorr. So each year, First Tech Challenge creates a bigger and better game for the teams. Let's take a look at this year's challenge, First Relic Recovery.
Introducing the 2017-2018 First Tech Challenge. First Relic Recovery. A team consists of 2 driver operators, a coach, and a robot. The robot must be built from materials specified in the game manual and fit within an 18-inch sizing cube. But after the match starts, it can expand. Each match is played with 4 randomly selected teams, 2 per alliance. Your alliance partner for one match may be your opponent in another. The game is played on a 12-foot square playing field with a foam tile floor and 1-foot-high walls. 2 red and 2 blue balancing stones are mounted on the field floor. 4 relics are positioned in the field corners. 4 jewel sets are positioned on the field walls. 4 crypto boxes are also located on the walls. In front of each crypto box is a taped-off safe zone. A glyph pit is also taped off in the center of the field. 24 gray and 24 brown glyphs are randomly arranged in the glyph pit. These foam blocks are 6 inches square. Red and blue relic recovery zones extend beyond the field toward the audience. And finally, the 2 alliance stations are taped off on opposite sides of the field. Prior to the start of the match, teams must balance their robots on the balancing stones. They can be in any orientation. Teams also preload 1 glyph per robot, selecting either color. Then, field personnel randomize the locations of the jewels. They also randomly select one of 3 pictograph designs and install them on the field walls. Each match begins with a 30-second autonomous period. During the autonomous period, there are a number of ways for teams to score, using only pre-programmed instructions. If only 1 jewel is left on the platform at the end of the autonomous period, the alliance corresponding to that color earns 30 points. Each glyph scored in a crypto box earns the alliance 15 points. The pictographs have coded messages indicating which of the crypto box columns is a key. If a robot can decode this message and place a glyph in the crypto box key, their alliance earns a 30-point bonus. Each robot parked in a safe zone earns their alliance 10 points. Following the autonomous period is the 2-minute driver-controlled period. There are a number of ways to score points. Each glyph scored in a crypto box earns the alliance 2 points. A completed row of glyphs earns an additional 10 points. And a completed column earns an additional 20 points. If an alliance can score 12 glyphs in one of the 6 cipher patterns, it will earn an additional 30 points. CryptoBox scores are cumulative and can add up quickly. The last 30 seconds of the driver-controlled period is the end game. If a team completes a CryptoBox cipher, they are allowed to place relics before the end game. During the end game, teams may reach over the perimeter wall and place a relic in the recovery zone to earn 10, 20, or 40 points. An upright relic earns an additional 15 points. And finally, each robot balanced on a balancing stone earns their Alliance 20 points. There are many ways to score points in relic recovery, but there are also rules that, if not followed, will award points to your opponents. For example, a robot may not control more than 2 glyphs at a time. And robots may not place non-glyph elements into a crypto box. This has been a brief summary of the first relic recovery game. For complete rules, please read the entire game manual, and remember to check the Q&A forum. But remember the most important rule in First Tech Challenge: gracious professionalism.
All right. So at this time, I'd like to introduce you to a very important group of people that without them, we wouldn't even be able to have this competition. Our judges. Yellow shirts back here. So most of these judges are engineering and computer science majors from the University of Michigan, and they're members of the First Alumni and Mentors Network. These individuals have the difficult job of singling out the best of today's many excellent teams. They've already been busy this morning interviewing teams and reviewing engineering notebooks. They'll be in the pit area watching matches before deliberating later today. We look forward to seeing the outcome of their hard work at the awards ceremony in the afternoon. Let's give them a big round of applause for their dedication. Next, I'd like to introduce the Field Technical Advisors, or the FTAs. These volunteers know the ins and outs of the technology we use to run this competition and key to keeping the event moving smoothly. They are in charge of ensuring the robots are running properly on the field and communicating with the field control system. Thank you, FTAs. And finally, I'd like to introduce the referees. Please keep in mind that they have a very difficult job ensuring everyone is playing by the rules. As in all sports, their rulings are final and there will be no reruns or replays. We have a full schedule and need to complete all qualification matches in the time allowed. Please help us stick to the schedule by respecting their decisions and following the appropriate challenge processes. Thanks, referees, and have a great competition. Mentors and coaches are critical to the learning experience and your team's success. Many of you are also mentoring teams from one of our other first progression programs: First Lego League, First Lego League Junior, First Lego League, and the First Robotics Competition, or even First Alumni yourself. On behalf of all FIRST programs, a big thank you to all the mentors and coaches here today for all your time and efforts. You really are making a difference. A few minutes ago, Mr. Glicky spoke about gracious professionalism. And who better to help further explain this core value of FIRST than the original gracious professional himself, First National Advisor, Dr. Woody Flowers.
Hi, I'm Woody Flowers, and I've been part of FIRST for a long time. I really love how FIRST helps us learn that working hard can be fun and profoundly satisfying. In FIRST, we do our best work while helping others and treating folks with respect and kindness. This ethos is something I like to call gracious professionalism. As you go through this first season, please remember that it is extremely important. In fact, it's expected that you practice gracious professionalism. Everyone. FIRST students, coaches, parents, volunteers too. It's not always easy, but it will make FIRST a sweet experience, and it can have a big positive impact in all areas of your life. So go be kind and creative.
Thanks, Woody. Now here's the general schedule for the day. At the conclusion of opening ceremonies, we'll begin our qualification matches. Following those qualification rounds, we'll move on to the alliance selection, where the top-ranked teams will choose their alliance partners for the afternoon's elimination tournament. And finally, after we have crowned a champion on the playing field, we'll begin our award ceremony to close out this exciting day. Before we begin the matches, please rise for the playing of our national anthem. All right, teams, are we ready for the get started on the first relic recovery? All right, we're going to get started here in a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, the other voice you'll be hearing today is our game announcer, former FTC coach, Miss Carrie Swantek.
Woo! Hello, everybody! All right, let's get this party started. We got match one over here from the Red Alliance. From Mason Middle School, team number 12362, the Tractor Technicians in Training Blue. And from Novi, Michigan, team number 11244, the Thunderbots.
All right. And in the Blue Alliance, from Northwest Kidler Middle School in Jackson, team 14018, the Robo Mounties. And Blue 2 from Camden Frontier K-8 School in Camden, team 10540, the Gear Grinders Junior.
All right, we're just getting started here. Everybody's geared up, ready to go. Looks like we are ready to go. In 3, 2, 1, go. We've got some movement over here on the Red Alliance. Blue Alliance is moving slowly but surely. We have a timer. All right. Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1. That's delayed. Red Alliance is working to grab their box. Head in to put the glyph in. Robo Mounties are making their move. Tractor technicians are doing a nice job for their alliance. Okay, all right. Blue Alliance is working slowly to get those glyphs in the crypto box. The gear grinders are still working hard to get off their balancing stone. We have about 10 seconds left. The driver. We have 30 seconds. 30 seconds in the end game. 30 seconds in that end game. All right, Red Alliance has on their balancing stone. Thunderbots are trying really hard to get on that balancing stone. Great job over there. Gear grinders got off and back on. Nice work. Go ahead and put your controllers down. Controllers down. All right, as the judges are scoring match one, we're going to head over to match two. Starting off the Red Alliance from East Jackson Middle School, we have team 7668, the Trojan Bots. And from Grosse Pointe, we have team number 7045, the Blown Fuses.
And on the Blue Alliance from Grass Lake Middle School, we have teams 9070, the Techno Warriors. And for Blue 2 from Manchester High School Middle School, we have team 11193, the Flying Dutch Bots.
TBD. I don't know.
Is that a team or is it to be determined?
I guess it is. We're just getting started here. We're just waiting for our last things to be put in place. Sorry. Are we ready? Just checking to see if we're ready here. It looks like the Blue Alliance is ready to go. Is the Red Alliance ready to go here? Thumbs up. All right, drivers, be ready in 3, 2, 1, go. We've got some movement over here on the Blue Alliance. The Flying Dutch Bots. All right. The Blown Fuses are moving their glyph to the crypto box. Slowly going down. All right, drivers, pick up those controllers. The Techno Warriors are moving quickly off of that stone. Blue Alliance has one glyph in there. Flying Dutch bots are making their pattern over there. Trojan bots are moving quickly, and so are the blown fuses. So get up that line, all right. Blown fuses almost have a whole row in there. Whole row of glyphs. Techno Warriors have their first row completed. Trojan bots are almost completing their first row. Techno Warriors has 2. They're gonna clean a whole row up. Techno Warriors. Flying Dutch bots got their relic out. The robot gotta be on. Heading back to get onto their balancing stone. All right, drivers, put your controllers down. Great work, teams. All right, heading over to match 3. Getting ready here. From Mullen Park Middle School, we have team 13138, TBD. And from Mason Middle School, we have team 13667, the Tractor Technicians in Training Yellow.
On the blue side, we have from Concord Middle School, team 9458, the American Jackets. And on the Blue Alliance, also from Concord Middle School, team 10552, the Concord Bots.
All right, teams, let's just get ready here for a minute. Okay, are they up anywhere? Okay.
They're going up on the screen?
All right, we're gonna go ahead and announce the scores from match 1. All right, here we go. From match 1, total points, it looks like the Red Alliance. Final score, 123 with the Blue Alliance, 32. Great job, Tractor Technicians in Training Blue and the Thunderbots. All right, Blue Alliance, can I get a thumbs up? Blue Alliance, you got it? Okay.
Red Alliance, you guys ready?
Okay. All right, it looks like we're ready for match 3. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, it looks like our Red Alliance. Great autonomous. Nice job. Here we go, the Concord bots making their way for their first glyph. Tractor technicians in yellow still moving over there. Working on getting their glyphs. The Blue Alliance, Concord bots still moving. Getting those glyphs in place. And the American Jackets are ready for the end game. Good job, guys. Tractor technicians working on their precision. TBD working hard to get their bot upright. Concord bots working on their end game, getting ready to get back on that balancing stone. Tractor technicians in yellow quickly on their stone, just trying to balance. All right, drivers, put your controllers down. All right, before we announce the scores for match 2, we're going to introduce the teams for match 4. From Holly Academy, team number 12068, the Order of Phoenix. And from the Jackson Preparatory and Early College, team 10735, the Jackson Falcon Works.
On the Blue Alliance from Jackson, Michigan, the East Jackson Middle School, the Actuators. And from Beach Middle School in Chelsea, Michigan, team 11618, the Chelsea Gremlins.
How do you want to coordinate it with the scoring? So we'll put it up now.
Yeah, put it up now. Yeah.
So now 8 seconds.
Okay. So I would have them put it up while we're announcing. And that way, as we're done announcing,
I'll do an 8-second clip to get done with the announcing.
Okay. And here are the results from match 2. It looks like the Blue Alliance with a score of 131 and the Red Alliance 42. Great work, Techno Warriors and Flying Dutch Bots. Looks like we're ready for match 4. Drivers, get ready. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Looks like we got a little bit of movement on both sides of the teams here.
All bots are moving quickly to get their glyphs and get them into those crypto boxes. Jackson Falcons are stacking them up. Trying to collect 2 glyphs at a time. The actuators got their first glyph into the crypto box. Order of Phoenix. Order of Phoenix has 2 blocks over there, glyphs in there.
Actuators working hard to get those columns built tall.
Jackson Falcon works, still plugging away over there. Order of Phoenix with their 4th glyph. Nice work, nice job. All right. Working on the end game at this point. See what the team strategies are. Some are heading back to their balancing stones. Blue Alliance almost on there. Blue Alliance, both bots on the balancing stones. Order of Phoenix is set and ready. Great job, drivers. Put your controllers down. All right, as we get the scores up for match 3, we're gonna head over and introduce match 5. On the Red Alliance, from Camden Frontier, we have Team 10678, the Gear Grinders Junior 2.0. And from Portland Middle School, Team 13837, the Robo Raiders.
And on the Blue Alliance, from Quincy Middle School, Team 9412, the Johnny Fives. And from Forsyth Middle School in Ann Arbor, Team 10721, the Vikings.
And if we move our eyes over to the screen, we have the score from match 3. It looks like the Red Alliance pulled ahead with a score of 103 to 22. Great work, TBD and tractor technicians in training yellow.
While we have a minute, I just want to remind everyone to stay behind this yellow rope for the game purposes and for safety reasons. Just make sure you're not coming past this yellow rope.
Then go ahead and plug it. All right, it looks like we're ready. Drivers, in 3, 2, 1, go.
The movement on the Blue Alliance.
All right, our bots are headed to the middle to pick up them glyphs. All 4 robots are moving. Robo Raiders quickly moving to get their glyph into the crypto box. Great work, guys.
Johnny Fives with their first glyph, attempting to put it in that crypto box. Robo Raiders with 2 blocks now in their crypto box.
The Vikings got their first glyph placed. Vikings, 2 at a time. I love it. Great work, Vikings. Nice job.
Johnny Fives with our first crypt in their crypto box, working on the second.
Time for the end game.
Johnny Fives now 2 crypts in their crypto box.
Here, Grinders Jr. 2.0 working so hard to get back on that balancing stone. Nice work, guys. Nice work. Nice work, Red Alliance. Both robots
Blue
on
Alliance
the stone. Nice. All 4 robots on the balancing stones. Nice work. All right, heading over to match 6 on the Red Alliance from Quincy Middle School, team 10893, the Oriole Bots. And from Beach Middle School, team number 11729, the Chelsea Crash.
And on the Blue Alliance from Anhua Family Community, team 13061, the Anhua Robotics. And from Guardian Angel School, team 8531, the GA Bots.
All right, we're just waiting for the scores from match 4. Here they are. It looks like the Blue Alliance with a score of 128 and the Red Alliance 80. Actuators and Chelsea Gremlins, great work. When you're doing that, you're gonna have to put this microphone like this in your mouth because you can barely hear you. Okay. These microphones are terrible. Like when I announce for the games, I literally
They're like eating it.
Yeah, yeah. Waiting for our fields to be ready here and our robots to be ready for match 6. Waiting for our teams to give the thumbs up. All right, it looks like we're ready. Drivers in 3, 2, 1, go.
Got a little movement on both sides of the teams here.
All right, the glyphs are down. Blue Alliance. And they're off.
The GA Bots with their first glyph in their crypto box.
Chelsea Crasher moving quickly.
The GA Bots with number 2 in their crypto box. GA Bots working on their first row. And Anhua Robotics with 1 crypt working on the second.
GA bots have one row completely done. Stack the second row. Here we go. Chelsea Crash with 2 glyphs in.
GA bots possibly adopting a new strategy to get more crypts in their crypto box.
Yeah, I think they're gonna stack them up here. That's a great idea. All right, Chelsea Crash has one stacked up. Great work.
GA Robotics working on their first column.
Oh, so close, so close. A row of 3 over there by Chelsea Crash going all right
so
to complete
close.
it. Nice job. Chelsea Crash has completed a whole row. Bots are headed back to their balancing stones. All right, drivers, put your controllers down. Great work. All right, while we wait for scores from match 5, we're gonna head on over here to match 7. So when Michaela starts talking, put it on. For the Red Alliance from North Adams Jerome Middle School, team number 6036, the Junior Robot Commander. And from Glegg Middle School, team number 7305, the Gear Cats.
And on the Blue Alliance from Orchard Lake Middle School, team 13157, the Steel Falcons. And on the other side from Mason Middle School, team 9297, the Tractor Technicians in Training Red.
And here are the results from match 5. It looks like the Blue Alliance are the winners with a score of 60, red with 36. So Johnny Fives and the Vikings, nice work. Sorry. That was really loud and annoying.
Getting the field set up in the last few touches.
Sorry.
Got one thumbs up.
All right, it looks like we're ready to go here for match 7. Drivers in 3, 2, 1, go.
Movement on the Red Alliance. Blue following behind.
All bots moving in the autonomous. That's great. All right, it looks like we're all in a standstill. We'll have to wait for the driver control. All 4 robots making their way to pick up some glyphs.
Steel Falcons with 1 glyph in their crypto box, working on number 2.
Steel Falcons over there with their second glyph on the crypto box. Tractor Technicians in Training red with their first glyph. Nice work. Steel Falcons moving quickly, have 3 glyphs down. Junior Robot Commander still working hard on getting that glyph.
Steel Falcons got 5 glyphs in their crypto box. Oh, and then they knock one out.
Blue Alliance heading back to their balancing stone. Junior Robot Commander almost there.
Blue Alliance on their balancing stone, safe and sound.
Nice work. Nice job, Alliances. All right. As we wait for the results of match 6, we're going to head on over to match 8. For the Red Alliance at Beach Middle School, team 11617, the Chelsea Glitch. And from Grass Lake Middle School, team 7360, Gears and Spears.
And on the Blue Alliance from Honey Creek Community School, team 12442, Honey Creek Community School Technomaniacs. And from Concord Middle School, team 8656, the Robo Jackets.
And if we head over to the screen, we have the scores from match 6. It looks like the Blue Alliance with a score of 113 and the Red Alliance 90. Great job. We have Inhu Robotics and GA Bots with the win.
You just break this in half. Break it in half. I need it.
Captains, or are we doing 6?
If you can take it out of the pack.
elimination
I'm not a germaphobe.
Usually you have
Save the other half.
you'll end up with 3 teams on each one.
I'm not a germaphobe. I just really
Made me
wanted.
think for a minute. Okay, we've already announced this team, so are you guys ready?
This team over here was reaching in after we randomized. Those guys know that would be a minor penalty.
All right, we're just waiting on match 8 to be ready here. Yeah.
Like we got 2 thumbs up and we're ready to go.
All right, drivers in 3, 2, 1, go.
Got some movements on both sides of the field here. Ooh, Red Alliance so close on that first crypt in their crypto box.
Honey Creek with their glyph in the crypto box. Nice work. And they're off.
Gears and Spears making quick work of that first glyph in their crypto box. Working on number 2.
Robo Jacket's almost there. Gears
Chelsea
and
Glitch with
Spears
their
almost with their
first
first
glyph.
glyph. There it is. Nice job.
And Gears and Spears with number 2.
Robo Robo Jackets have their first glyph in. Honey Creek, nice work over there. Chelsea Glitch going for number 3.
And Chelsea Glitch with their first row completed. Gears and Spears working on completing their first row as well.
Robo Jackets have their second glyph in.
Chelsea Glitch stacking them up now. And Gears and Spears completes their first row just as Autonomous begins.
Robo Jackets headed to their balancing stone. Gears and Spears working their way up to their balancing stone.
Honey Creek Technomaniacs trying to get that column finished just as endgame is 10 seconds left. Going to finish that column.
Robo Jackets are on in the nick of time.
Controllers
Nice
down.
job, ladies. Nice work.
Nice work, teams.
Nice work. All right. While we wait for scores for match 7, we're going to head over to match 9 for the Red Alliance from Concord Middle School, team number 6811, Hardcore Hard Drives. And from Mason Middle School, team 13666, Tractor Technicians in Training Green.
And on the Blue Alliance from Northwest Kidler Middle School, team 8142, the Beast Mode Mounties. And from Bedford Junior High School in Temperance, Michigan, from team 7215, Turning Gears.
And our results from match 7, it looks like the Blue Alliance with a score of 115 and the Red with a score of 30. Steel Falcons and Tractor Technicians in Training Red. Nice work, Blue Alliance. Hey, everybody, look.
One down.
The last.
All right, we're just waiting for everybody to be ready and set up here. All right, it looks like we have thumbs up. Drivers in 3, 2, 1, go.
Got movement on both Red and Blue Alliances.
Turning Gears, all right, with a glyph in their crypto box. Off of Autonomous.
And we have movement on all sides of the field.
Beast Mode Mounties with their first glyph. Nice work, Mounties.
Hardcore Hard Drives going for their first glyph in their crypto box.
Turning Gears has glyph number 2.
Beast Mode Mounties going for glyph number 2.
And Turning Gears heading in for number 3.
Hardcore Hard Drives getting that second glyph in their crypto box. Looks like the Beast Mode Mounties are going for the column rather than the row.
Relic in hand, heading over.
Turning gears, attempting to put that relic out there on the picture.
See how far out they're gonna go.
Oh!
All right, hey, you guys got it out there. Good job. Nice work. Nice work. Hardcore hard drives working hard to get their relic outside. Go, go, go. Even if you get it over there. Oh, that's a close one. That's a judge's call there. All right, and we got 2 bots on the balancing stone. Great job. Drivers, put them controllers down. That was a good one, Michaela.
That was a great one.
All right, while we're waiting for scores for match 8, we're gonna head on over to match number 10. For the Red Alliance from Camden Frontier, team 10540, Gear Grinders Jr. And on the Red Alliance from East Jackson Middle School, team 8734, the Actuators.
And on the Blue Alliance, also from East Jackson Middle School, team 7668, the Trojan Bots. And from Mason Middle School, team 13667, the Tractor Technicians in Training Yellow.
And if we make our eyes over to the score here, we have for match 8, it looks like the Red Alliance just squeaked out that win with 87-71. Good job, Chelsea Glitch and Gears and Spears. Looks like we have some thumbs up here. Are you ready? Match 10. Drivers, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see. Oh, we've got some move over there, Actuators. All right. We need our FTA. Sean, where are ya? Sean. Sean.
Robot is
Driver, pick up your controller. 3, 2, 1.
And they're off.
All right, here they go.
Trojan Bots going for that first crypt in their crypto box.
Tractor Technicians in Training Yellow are quickly moving their first glyph in their crypto box.
Actuators also getting their first glyph in their crypto box and quickly going for number 2.
Gear Grinders Jr. had their glyph. All right. Tractor Technicians have their second glyph in. Actuators moving quickly over there.
Actuators getting number 2 in their crypto box quickly.
Trojan Bots have their glyphs in there. Sorry. Better view.
Yeah. Trojan Bots going for glyph number 3 in their crypto box. And Actuators getting their first row completed for 10 points.
Tractor Technicians have their first row. Time for the end game. Teams are working on getting back on their stone. Looks like the Actuators are already on there, and the Trojan Bots are on their stone. Tractor Technicians working hard.
Gear Grinders having some technical difficulties, stuck on the blue end.
All right, drivers, put your controllers down. As we wait for scores for match 9, we'll head on over and announce for match 11. On the Red Alliance from Concord Middle School, we have team 9458, the American Jackets. And from Grass Lake Middle School, team 9070, Techno Warriors.
And from Mason Middle School, team 12362, the Tractor Technicians in Training, blue. And from Beach Middle School, team 11729, the Chelsea Crash.
Looking at the results from match 9, it looks like the Blue Alliance pulled out the victory with a score of 105 and the Red Alliance 56. Great job, Beast Mode Mounties and Turning Gears. Just waiting for our teams to get set up and be ready. I'm gonna put this here, okay? Okay. I don't want it on my head anymore. What's that? Nope. I don't want anything extra on my body right now. Nope.
All right, looks like we got 1, 2, 3 thumbs up.
Looks like we have our thumbs up. All right, drivers. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Got movement on the Blue Alliance.
Tractor Technicians in blue got their first glyph in the crypto box. Getting ready for driver control.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
And they're all moving off their stones, headed to their crypto boxes.
Chelsea Crash, quick to get that first glyph in their crypto box.
Tractor Techno's already working on glyph number 2.
Chelsea Crash going for the column instead of the row, and ooh, they just missed it.
American Jackets got their first glyph in their crypto box. Techno Warriors almost there. Chelsea Crash working on number 3.
American
Nice
Jackets
job.
going for glyph number 2 in their crypto box and working on number 3.
Tractor Technician trying to finish out that bottom row.
Chelsea Crash trying hard to make those columns.
American Jackets have 2 stacked up. Time for the end game, and Tractor Technicians blue already on their balancing stone. Blue
Chelsea
Alliance.
Crash not far behind, safe and sound on their balancing stone. Red Alliance climbing up there.
Great work, everyone. All right, while we wait for scores for match 10, we're going to head on over to match 12. For the Red Alliance from Orchard Lake Middle School, we have team 13157, the Steel Falcons. And from Quincy Middle School, we have Johnny Fives, team number 9412.
And on the Blue Alliance from Jackson Prep and Early College, team 10735, Jackson Falcon Works. And from the Anhua Family Community, team 13061, Anhua Robotics.
And if we make our way over to the scorers board, it looks like the Blue Alliance is victorious for match 10, 82-66. Great job, Trojan Bots and Tractor Technicians in Training, yellow. Nice work.
At lunchtime as far as match play.
We're actually ahead of All right, we're just waiting for our teams to get set up and ready. Bring you my battery? Okay. I told him to come here. They go pretty quickly. Okay, let's put some vanilla over here for me. Gives me heart palpitations and migraines. Yeah. Just waiting patiently for our robots to boot up and be ready to roll. Is everybody having a good time here today? Yeah, absolutely. All right, great work, teams. You're doing an awesome job. The best part, too, we're ahead of schedule. Doesn't get any better than that, right? Woo! All right. Yeah, it's not bad. You ready?
Good, they're randomizing.
Oh, okay.
We're going to be running through match 15 before
Right.
break.
Yep.
So lunch break is right after match 15.
All right. All right, looks like we're almost set up here and ready to roll on match 12. Yes. Yep. I need 11 men. Yep. Where's those hands in the air clapping? Come on now. Put your hands in the air like you just do not care. All right, it looks like we have a thumbs up for match 12. Here we go. Drivers in 3, 2, 1, go. got some movement over here. Can he hear you? It's too loud. Do you have your radio on? They're talking to you. It's too loud. It's too loud. Turn this down. Okay, turn it down. Okay, turn it down. Thank you. How we doing over here? All right. Johnny Five's working on their bottom row. Steel Falcons working on their second row. Nice work over there, guys. All right. Ian Juan Robotics working on row 2. Time for the end game. Let's see what everyone's strategy is. Looks like Steel Falcons on their balancing stone. Nice work. And Johnny Fives, Red Alliance on their balancing stone. Nice job. All right, while we're waiting for scores for match 11, we're gonna head on over to match 13, where we have from Concord Middle School, team number 10552, the Concord Bots. And from Manchester, team 11193, the Flying Dutch Bots.
And on the Blue Alliance from Grass Lake Middle School, team 7360, the Gears and Spears. And from Novi Middle School, team 11244, the Thunderbots.
They can't hear. Okay. All right, let's take our eyes over here to the scoreboard, and it looks like for match 11, the Blue Alliance was victorious with a score of 87, the Red Alliance 22. Great work, Tractor Technicians in Training Blue and Chelsea Crash.
Just an announcement. Match 15 will be the last match before we break for lunch, and we'll resume afterwards. Just waiting for all the teams to be ready. Carrie. Not a And we got 1 thumbs up. And 2. Looks like we're all ready. All right, teams in 3, 2, 1. Got some movement on the blue side. Thunderbots getting their glyph in the crypto box. And they're off. We got movement on all corners of the field. Here's the Spears quickly getting that first glyph into their crypto box. Flying Dutch box, working on their glyphs in their crypto box. Here's a Spears working on glyph number 2. Gears and Spears with their first row completed, going for a second. Thunderbots trying to get on top of that balance stone. Flying Dutchbots also trying to get on top of their balance stone. Great job, Flying Dutchbots.
All right, while we wait for scores from match 12, we're gonna head on over to match 14. For the Red Alliance, we have the Gear Grinders Junior 2.0, team 10678. And team 8531, the GA Bots.
On the Blue Alliance from Honey Creek Community School, team 12442, the Honey Creek Community Honey Creek Community School Tech Maniacs. You're fine. And from Holly Academy, team 12068, the Order of the Phoenix.
Results from match 12 are up. It looks like the Red Alliance, Steel Falcons and Johnny Fies with a score of 108 to the Blue Alliance, 72. Just waiting, it looks like we have our thumbs up. Drivers, are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we have some movement on Red and Blue Alliance. Nice work, everyone. All right, we have 3 bats off with glyphs.
3, 2, 1.
GA Bots making quick work of getting that glyph in their crypto box.
Order of Phoenix moving on to their second. Nice work, guys.
Honey Creek Technomaniacs getting that first glyph into their crypto box.
GA Box has number 2 done. Gear Grinders Jr. working on that first glyph.
Honey Creek trying to get that column, just not quite in the crypto box.
GA Bots have a whole bottom row done. Ooh, 2 at a time. Gear Grinders Jr. still working hard. They almost have that first glyph in their crypto box.
Order of the Phoenix stacking 2 at a time to get as many rows done as they can. Order of the Phoenix with 2 rows completed.
G-Bot's trying to stack 2 to complete that top middle row. It's a little higher.
Ooh, not quite.
Time for the end game.
Red Alliance heading towards their balancing stones.
GA bots are in place, ready for endgame. Gear Grinders Jr. almost there.
Undercrete Tech Maniacs going for the glyphs.
Nice work, controllers down. Before we head over to match 15 to announce just a couple of announcements. After match 15, we'll be taking a break for lunch. And we just ask that anybody sitting up here in front, please sit all the way down because people in the first couple rows would like to see too. Thank you. All right, let's head on over here to match 15 for the Red Alliance. We have from Team 11617, Chelsea Glitch. And Team 13666, Tractor Technicians in Training Green.
And Team 6036, the Junior Robot Commanders. And 14018, the Robo Mounties.
And here's the score for match 13th. It looks like the Red Alliance, Concord Bot and the Flying Dutch Bots with a score of 121 and the Blue Alliance 85. Great work, everyone. Just waiting for our teams to be ready here. All right, looks like we have a thumbs up. Drivers in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we have movement.
Slowly but surely, Robo Mounties moving towards that crypto box. And we have movement on the Blue Alliance. Chelsea Glitch not far behind. Robo Mounties going straight for the relic.
Robomani slowly heading over there, getting ready for the end game.
Chelsea Glitch with their first crypt in their crypto box.
Looks like Robot Commander Jr. has his first glyph headed to the crypto box. And it's in the crypto box. Nice work over there.
Robo Montes hanging on the side, waiting for that end game.
Chelsea Glitch working fast to make up time. Time for the end game. working back to get onto the balancing stone. Junior Robot Commander's on the stone, ready to go for end game. Looks like the Red Alliance is on. Great job, everyone. Drivers, put them controllers down. And on the screens, we have the results for match 14. Whoa, look at those scores. Woo! Blue Alliance with a score of 224. Red Alliance 123. Great job, Honey Creek Community School Tech Maniacs in Order of the Phoenix. Nice job. I will get him, okay? We have someone in the question box. Is that you? As soon as we have those results. At this time, we're going to go ahead and take a break for lunch. You can make your way to the cafeteria. If you've ordered lunches, coaches will be able to pick those up as well. We'll be back in 30 minutes.
Check.
Introducing the 2017-2018 First Tech Challenge. First Relic Recovery. A team consists of 2 driver operators, a coach, and a robot. The robot must be built from materials specified in the game manual and fit within an 18-inch sizing cube. But after the match starts, it can expand. Each match is played with 4 randomly selected teams, 2 per alliance. Your alliance partner for one match may be your opponent in another. The game is played on a 12-foot square playing field with a foam tile floor and 1-foot-high walls. 2 red and 2 blue balancing stones are mounted on the field floor. 4 relics are positioned in the field corners. 4 jewel sets are positioned on the field walls. 4 crypto boxes are also located on the walls. In front of each crypto box is a taped-off safe zone. A glyph pit is also taped off in the center of the field. 24 gray and 24 brown glyphs are randomly arranged in the glyph pit. These foam blocks are 6 inches square. Red and blue relic recovery zones extend beyond the field toward the audience. And finally, the 2 alliance stations are taped off on opposite sides of the field. Prior to the start of the match, teams must balance their robots on the balancing stones. They can be in any orientation. Teams also preload 1 glyph per robot, selecting either color. Then, field personnel randomize the locations of the jewels. They also randomly select one of 3 pictograph designs and install them on the field walls. Each match begins with a 30-second autonomous period. During the autonomous period, there are a number of ways for teams to score, using only pre-programmed instructions. If only 1 jewel is left on the platform at the end of the autonomous period, the alliance corresponding to that color earns 30 points. Each glyph scored in a crypto box earns the alliance 15 points. The pictographs have coded messages indicating which of the crypto box columns is a key. If a robot can decode this message and place a glyph in the crypto box key, their alliance earns a 30-point bonus. Each robot parked in a safe zone earns their alliance 10 points. Following the autonomous period is the 2-minute driver-controlled period. There are a number of ways to score points. Each glyph scored in a crypto box earns the alliance 2 points. A completed row of glyphs earns an additional 10 points. And a completed column earns an additional 20 points. If an alliance can score 12 glyphs in one of the 6 cipher patterns, it will earn an additional 30 points. CryptoBox scores are cumulative and can add up quickly. The last 30 seconds of the driver-controlled period is the end game. If a team completes a CryptoBox cipher, they are allowed to place relics before the end game. During the endgame, teams may reach over the perimeter wall and place a relic in the recovery zone to earn 10, 20, or 40 points. An upright relic earns an additional 15 points. And finally, each robot balanced on a balancing stone earns their alliance 20 points. There are many ways to score points in relic recovery, but there are also rules that, if not followed, will award points to your opponents. For example, a robot may not control more than 2 glyphs at a time. And robots may not place non-glyph elements into a crypto box. This has been a brief summary of the first relic recovery game. For complete rules, please read the entire game manual and remember to check the Q&A forum. But remember the most important rule in First Tech Challenge: gracious professionalism.